All right. Welcome to the Toxic Goon Podcast, episode 13. I'm your boy Joe Money.
King Goof.
Boy Gibby, how we doing, everyone?
Man, we're excited, man. We have a great agenda today. And we're going to get it started off with the NFL draft. Um, the first thing I kind of want to just open it up with is I want to talk about our hometown team, the Lions. And in my opinion, I think they had a great draft. They plugged a lot of holes with the best player, or conveniently got one of the best players available at that point in the draft as well. Um, I think they did do some, what's it called? Made like a little risky jump up for that wide receiver from Arkansas. But I trust Brad Holmes to make the right call. He must see something. Um, I'm really happy with the draft. Go Lions.
For real.
What you think?
A minus. I heard. I heard it was an A minus draft. So shout out to Detroit. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you guys had some pretty good picks. I don't know, Joe. You said you got the list for the Lions picks, so you want to just run them off? I also have it as well.
Yeah, I can run it off. I
Go
can
right
try
ahead.
to.
'Cause I had a couple of
I
like
got.
notes on players that I saw from that list. So
Well, then you go ahead. You run it off. That way you can
okay,
run your notes too.
okay. So first round, number 28, we had Tyleek Williams. We had round two was Tate Ratledge in the 57th overall pick. In round three, we had wide receiver Isaac Tisla, I think is how they say it. Third round, 70th overall. That was that Arkansas pick that you were talking about earlier. You had outside linebacker Miles Frazier, fifth round, 171st overall pick. And that was one of the people I want to talk about. He's the right guard that you guys definitely lacked. That was the only like offensive line. Um, I'm sorry. There's the only like outside linebacker was just like outside linebacker. I said offensive lineman. My brain. So the offensive lineman, he was pretty good over like the last couple of seasons at LSU. So I'm really sure like you guys can help. What's his face? Stop getting sacked all the time because that was how you guys started losing the end of the season. You guys started getting pressure in that back line, and he started throwing interceptions, and he's really good for that. He's stopping. He had allowed 4 sacks over the course of 3 seasons on that right side position. So definitely going to be good for you guys. So that was one of the players I wanted to say. Coming in at the sixth pick, we have uh, Ahmed Hassan Nayans. Maybe I should let you do this one, Joe. Um, but he was from Boise State in the sixth round. Um, he was a pretty good defensive linebacker, recording 22.0 sacks over the last 2 seasons and 115 quarterback pressures in that same span. So pretty formidable force in that back line when he can get through. So last pick is safety Dan Jackson, seventh round, 230th overall from the College of Georgia. So those are all the picks for the Lions. If you guys have
I think
anything
they had
else,
one more.
would they have 8?
They had a Dominic Levitt from
Oh,
Georgia,
Dominic
wide
Levitt.
receiver.
Yep, you're right. Also, they have three from Georgia.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. We went
Wow.
heavy on Georgia players this year.
Yeah, I guess they did. Yeah, those Bulldogs, they train some good players. So you guys got some buffs. Got some buffs, that's for
Do you
sure.
know that edge player from Boise State, Ahmed Hassan or whatever his name is?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He did y'all see the draft video where the guy was like yelling at the coach, like getting pumped up, like let's go, let's get it, let's get it. Like did you see that? That's that
That's
guy.
love, bro. That's that guy. Yep. That's crazy
Yeah.
because um he's from Egypt, bro. He's the first ever Egyptian to be selected in the NFL draft.
Oh, that's lit.
So
Let's go.
cool little fact. Well, welcome to Detroit.
That's dope.
Shout out to
Joe, Joe, I'll let you take it away with another topic in the NFL discussion.
Yeah, I think I wanna. Everyone has been a kind of a big fan of the New York Giants. Either they love it or they hate it, literally. Um, so I think we should kind of talk about it. I'll go over it real quick. We got Abdul Carter, the DN from Penn State, great pick. Jackson Dart, QB Mississippi State, or I'm sorry, Mississippi. Round three, you got Darius Alexander, D tack, D tackle. Round four, you got Cam Skedabu. Round five, you got Marcus. Well, round seven, you got Thomas Fidun the second, and then round seven, you have Corey Black. Um, kind of read that off fast. My fault. But obviously, the big question is, was Jackson Dart the right decision? I think that's a good kind of topic to really kind of go about right now about the Giants draft. But also, they got the round four. They got the running back from Arizona State. I don't know if you guys have seen him at all, but he was a dog. Kind of carried them throughout their what was it, the Big 12 championship, and then also when they got to the championship game. That first round pick for the DN from Penn State, probably the best player in the draft in my opinion. Um, so yeah, they did a really good job in the draft overall. But the big decision or the big question mark is, was Jackson Dart the right QB? So Trey, what do you think?
I've only seen a couple highlights about of Buddy, but from what I've seen, he's pretty talented. So I would think he's definitely a good pick for them for sure. They
Mhm.
need. That's the one thing the Giants is always once they have a good quarterback, they succeed. I've always known. I've always that's what I've always seen at least. You know what I'm saying? Until that, like when they had Eli, he succeeded for most of the time he was there. Regardless if he only won one ring, he was still winning in the season. You know what I'm saying? So like
Mhm.
that's what I think is a good pick. It just takes time to develop. So when he gets there, gets a couple like what's that shit called? Hikes in. You know what I'm saying? He'll be straight.
Yeah, and he's in a perfect time or perfect spot to sit too. I mean, their quarterback room is low key kind of deep. They got Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and Jackson Dart. So he could sit a year or two, honestly, and just learn, absorb knowledge.
Develop.
It's a good
Yeah.
point. Dre, what you
Right.
think, man? Overall, yeah.
Gibby.
I ain't got
Maybe what you think?
I got no comment on the that situation. Other than like that, I feel like Russ has definitely got like a good team, good young team that he can um to have a good year with. What was he on the Broncos last year or the year before, if I'm not mistaken?
Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah,
Pittsburgh.
3 years ago with the Broncos.
Oh yeah, and then there's news of Aaron Rodgers going to Pittsburgh. So yeah, it's a whole little like opportunity for a lot of quarterbacks this season. So like I'm not really like put my foot too deep into the water of like high hopes for players yet. I'm just kind of waiting for like the summer to develop the news, and once they start getting into the camp in mid June, July, we'll really start to see the development of these players when they actually enter a team setting. So that's really all I got to say about that.
Fair enough. You know, the head coach, I can't, what is it, Brian something? I can't think of his name right now, but the New York Giants head coach used to work for the Bills, and he was a part of the process of drafting Josh Allen. And one thing he did say about Jackson Dart is that there was traits in him that reminded him of Josh Allen. Um, so I think that's really what persuaded them to take him over any other QB prospect. Besides, they were trying to trade for the number one pick to draft Cam Ward. So I think, which is crazy, they were really hunting their quarterback, and Cam Ward's probably like easily the best quarterback in the draft. And Jackson Dart, I guess everyone sees some potential in him. Me, honestly, I always heard about some of the big plays he made, but I never really tuned in to watch him play at like a good football game, So I don't really know what his potential really is. But I do think I agree with Dre. The Giants did have a good draft, and they filled a lot of young starter pieces. So, um, anyone else got anything last to add on that one? If not, I can jump to the next topic. Cool. So next, I'm gonna bring it to the Browns draft because there's another team who drafted a couple quarterbacks, and there's some question marks, right? So I'll go through the whole list again. We got round one. We have Mason Graham, Go Blue. Round two, we have Carson. I'm not even gonna try to say his last name. Carson S from UCLA. Round two, we also have Quayshawn Judkins from Ohio State. Round three, we have Harold Finnan Jr. from Bowling. He's a tight end. Also in round three, we have QB Dylan Gabriel from Oregon. And then in round four, it's running back Dylan Sampson from Tennessee. And then round five, it's QB Mr. Sanders from Colorado. Shador Sanders. And that was their last pick in this draft. So again, I think the question mark is we take two quarterbacks. I don't really know why would we do that. Um, and if Shador is your guy, why do you even draft Dylan Gabriel in the third round? So maybe Shador ain't in the fifth
Thank
round.
you.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I was gonna. Yep.
Yeah. Um, but Go Blue, the first, that first pick, round or number 5 overall, great player. He's got a great motor. He's a beast. Um, the running back Judkins from Ohio State, we watched him play quite a bit. He's pretty good. Um, and then they also got that quarterback or that linebacker, which I don't know too much about, but his highlights when we watched it on draft night, kind of crazy. He moved. He can fly around, hit some people. So go ahead, Trey. Tell me what you think overall about the draft and the question mark on what they're doing at quarterback here. What do you think?
I definitely think they drafted old boy in the 5th round as a backup just in case if their number one doesn't work out. That's what it is. Because they're both great quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? They both put in the work. They both deserve. They both deserve to go at least first or second round. You feel me? So the fact that homeboy fell to fifth is crazy. For
Mm.
one, that's I mean at least second, third round. I get his ego's tough, and his dad is his agent, so that's tough. I get it, but that didn't stop the NBA from drafting Lonzo. So like, you feel me? Like, regardless of who your like agent is, what's gonna happen to you is like on you. You know what I'm saying? So I think Homeboy is gonna go out. They're both gonna go out there and try to play their ass off of that spot. Whoever comes out on top, I'm rooting for them, regardless of who it is. Honestly, because they're playing for the Browns. Yikes! To play in that goddamn state, I feel bad for a brother. So, Dre, how you
Don't
feel?
sleep on the Browns this year, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't sleep on the Browns. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. The Saints.
We'll talk about that.
All I know is I feel like that this year the Browns are forced to be reckoned with, and even if he is a fifth string, like he'll get some play time. The first four preseason matches are always what they do. Give our main QB a little bit of time, and then boom, you get 2 quarters. Next game, you get 2 quarters, and then we'll see who's top performing, and then you're next on the string. So if he can do well, then yeah, he deserves that spot. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's a waste of a pick, but it kind of feels like a waste of a pick to have two QBs picked. So I don't know. I feel like all these other who's the dog? Who's number one pick again? Remind me his
Cam
name.
Ward. Cam
Cam
Ward.
Ward. I feel like he's.
Nasty word.
I feel like he's gonna thrive wherever he goes. Where'd he go? Uh,
Tennessee.
Titans. Okay, I was thinking Colts in my head.
He's
I
a
don't know why.
dog for real.
But I feel like I don't know how the Titans have been playing the last couple of years. They're definitely lackluster in like as regards to like showing up and showing out. So if he is what y'all are fucking hyping him up to be, good for
No,
them.
he's a
They
dog
found a
for
good
sure.
piece. They found a good piece then. But I'm looking for the AFC to be a little bit more competitive this year. So hopefully that. Oh goddamn! And a frog in my throat.
Listen.
Thank you. Hopefully that'll like help these teams get a little bit more of an edge and not have just KC being on the other end of the NFC. You can see some of the people fighting them at the end of the year. Oh, excuse me. All right, but yeah, that's all I got to say really. If y'all want to talk about those picks from Michigan that we had real quick,
Well,
give
let
a
me let me
give
bring
them a
something
little bit of a look
else up
at
to the
how.
table. Let me bring this up to the table real quick. I just want to read off the order of the quarterbacks this year in the draft. Obviously, number
Oh,
one
okay, okay. You cut
overall.
out. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said I'm gonna try to read, or I want to read off the order that the quarterbacks were picked in the draft this year. So like there was
Damn,
five
you got the
quarterbacks taken.
volume?
So the first overall pick was Cam Ward, and in the first round, number 25 overall, Jackson Dart. Then you got round two, number 40, New Orleans Saints. And I think this is what you were kind of alluding to, Dre, is how the Saints shit the bed. They took the Tyler Slow, dude. Right. Riley Leonard. Riley Leonard for Notre Dame. Neither. Jalen Milrow. Yeah. So after Tyler, it was Jalen Milrow, round three, 92. Dylan Gabriel, round three, 94. Shador Sanders. Whoops. My fault. My shit glitched. Round five, number 144. The five quarterbacks taken to get to Shador. And then after Shador, you have Kyle McCord, round six, 184 overall. Then Will Howard, round six, 185 overall. How ironic. Kyle McCord leaves Ohio State, plays for Syracuse for a whole year, and then gets picked up before the quarterback that went to Ohio State to win the national championship. That's seven. Here's Riley Leonard, round six, 189 overall. I don't know who this guy is, but it's Graham Mertz out of Florida.
Man, works.
Yeah. Then you have Tommy Mellett from Montana State. Cam Miller, which Cam Miller I actually kind of like. You guys from North Dakota State? He's like a dual threat. You got Curtis Roke from Indiana. I don't even know how he got picked. And then Quinn Ewers, round seven, 231 overall. I think he better than Tyler too. So that's probably about 10. Yeah. I think the only other quarterback I kind of want to touch on real quick before we talk about the Michigan players is Cam Ward, because the Titans are in a bad spot as a team, and he's not gonna go in there with being able to play the same way he was in college, as far as having, not that he's gonna be do great. I think he's gonna give it his all. He's gonna make his best football decisions with all the ability he has every play. You feel me? He's a dog at heart, but the team around him is not built to win football, to be successful on the football field. Like last year, the Lions destroyed them. And I know the Lions are a really good team, but good teams put bad teams' weaknesses on blast, and you just seen hella weaknesses. Like offensively, defensively, I don't know, man. I think it's going to be comparable to how Bryce Young came into the league with Carolina. Just nothing working for him. So Good luck. Did you want to say something, Trey?
Sorry. I was checking my bet on the Cavs game while you were talking about quarterbacks because I didn't want to do that while and then you pass it. And they're getting blown out 73-33. Like the Cavs are
Oh, what?
winning to the Heat. 73-33. I don't think the starters are coming back in the game.
Oh,
No.
hell no. What quarter is
Bro,
it?
it's the halftime.
Oh, hell.
that's,
Yeah.
that's
40.
that's 40, bro. Yeah. To score 73 points in a half is still insane to me. Like,
Yeah, just go home, bro. Just go home, Brody. You'll get them another time.
Historic.
Generation. 30-piece
It's not
nugget.
Steph Curry on the side, though. Okay.
sorry.
The last thing I want to talk about football wise, for real, is them Lions players that were drafted in the draft this year. So I will be proud to read these names off for you guys. Hell no.
No, you said
You got
Lions
a
instead of
whole
Michigan State players.
no, Dre. When that was Michigan State, the one player. That's who we was talking about. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, here we go. Go blue. In the first round, number 5 overall, Mason Graham. He went to the Jackson. Oh no, not the Cleveland Browns. I'm so sorry. Got ahead of myself. Also in round 1, pick number 10 overall, we had Colston Loveland, tight end. He went to the Chicago Bears. Very excited for him. Think he'll be good with our boy Williams, who struggled in his first year. And we also have Kenneth Grant, who went round 1, pick 15 to the Miami Dolphins. That's 3 in the top 15. And then here we go to the second round where Will Johnson got picked up, number 47 overall, where he went to the Arizona Cardinals. I ain't gonna lie, Dre, you called it in the first round when he came up, and we thought the Cardinals might take Will Johnson. Have a little Pat Pete type. Yeah, he went there in the second round. You knew what he was talking about. And then in round 3, Josiah Stewart got picked up. He went number 90 overall, and he went to the Los Angeles Rams. That's a good pickup because they got what's his name that got drafted last year, Dre. He went underrated. He not went underrated, but he was just quiet, just a monster. You know what I'm talking about? The Rams, the end, Everett or something like that. The end. Yeah, Verse. Yeah, Jerry Verse. I think that's his name. Yeah, he'll go nice with him. Josiah Stewart and Jared Verse on the end. That'd be real nice for the Rams. And then where was I? Round 6, my boy Khalil Mullings gets picked up, number 188 overall, and he goes to the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee had a nice little draft as well. I ain't gonna lie. But lastly, in the 6th round, pick number 191. Excuse me, going to the
Hey,
Philadelphia Eagles, Miles Hampton, and he's an offensive tackle. So a good overhaul for the Pistons. 7 players getting drafted, and there's a couple undrafted free agents that were.
oh, blue. Keep going, Joe.
What?
What did he say?
He said the
What?
Pistons. Man.
I said some dumb shit.
Oh,
You
I didn't
said the
even hear him say
Pistons.
the Pistons.
I
I
did not
swear to
say the
God.
Pistons.
Flip it. Flip it right now.
Flip it.
Flip
That's what I'm
it
saying.
right
I ain't say no Pistons though. Y'all tripping.
now.
Okay.
That's insane.
I did not say the Pistons,
You
bro.
said the Pistons
Yeah.
on everything on that.
All right. Anyways, gang. Anyways, gang, bro. We had a couple undrafted free agents too that got picked up. I don't know if you want to hear those.
List them out.
All right. Thank you.
Nah, man.
So
Jeez,
we
you
had the
people be weird.
long snapper, William Wagner, the long snapper, get picked up.
Now don't try to make it sound cool like he's a fucking like what are you doing all that
Yeah,
for?
okay, yeah, you're kind of
Hold
glazing,
on,
gang.
gang. Don't do
You're
me.
kind
Don't
of
do me. 'Cause
glazing a little bit.
we also had, bro. We also had Makari Page. He
Bro,
picked up, and he's a safety.
keep
Y'all know him. He was the safety that came down and crashed Will Howard this year. Last year, he had the game ending interception coming across the field, cutting off. What was his name? I can't remember the Ohio State receiver because Will Johnson put him in check. And then our last guy is my boy Donovan Edwards. He got so good overhaul. 8 draft picks, 3 undrafted free agents. I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, bro, look, I told you where Caleb Newlings went though. That's my guy now. I'm looking for you though, gang. Let me see. I don't know where any of the undrafted ones went. He was undrafted.
you niggas is hilarious.
He's a Jet. He went to the Jets. Listen, overall, it was a great season for Michigan, and in the fact that they beat Ohio State, they beat Michigan State. They had 8 draft. Okay, damn, bro. I'm sorry.
This
I'm
guy still
killing y'all with blue, amazing blue.
I bleed green and I bleed gold, baby.
Go blue, go blue, go blue.
What do y'all want to talk about rivals? Do y'all want to talk about the NBA?
Shit, we on sports, let's talk NBA.
But well, the Cavs are up 4-0 now. Basically, they're about to go for a sweep. How do we feel about that?
That's a broom right there.
I knew that shit was coming.
That's a broom, not a sweep. Somebody help
Yeah.
Tyler. Somebody help him. That's all I gotta say.
Bam's trying. Bam's trying. Joe,
The team there. This time for an implode, restart. Not a complete restart, but you know what Miami always does well is they find a way to finagle them a new star or build around what they have and build a good team culture. So I believe in their coach Eric. This year though, it's tough shit. You traded your motor, like Trey said. So
Okay, okay. The Golden State Warriors are up 2-1. Possibly could be up 3-1 tonight. How do we feel about that?
I have the Warriors going to the Western Conference Finals. So
Mm.
You got them beating Minnesota or the Lakers? Who, the Clippers? I feel like the Clippers are doing good. They lost off of a game-winning dunk the other night. Like the most impossible way to lose off of point one set. Like I feel like they got their shit together for real. I'm with you. I'm with you. Ref's been allowing a lot of crazy shit this playoffs. Like a man should have been ejected, in my opinion, after the Jimmy injury. Don't make no sense. I, I wouldn't say there's less rules. The refs are just letting them more play more aggressive, and it's getting to a point to where it's too aggressive though. Like when I see a Men Thompson running under Jimmy Butler and he pushes his arms out, like I get it doesn't it's not fully intentional apparently, but it looked pretty intentional from the replay. Like or when I'm seeing Tim Hardaway Jr. go to take a jump shot the other night or last night and he's getting fouled and they're not calling it, and then the NBA wants to come out an hour later and say the ref should have called that. That doesn't help us. What the fuck are you putting that statement out?
I hate that. It's too late. It's too late. People already too late.
Oh god. Done. Done. Like who watched
Bro,
that Lakers game?
you're playing with people's careers, bro.
Who watched that Lakers game?
I
Where
did
Rudy
not.
elbowed Bron in the back of the neck and Anthony Edwards was grabbing on this nigga and holding his arms in, and I'm like, oh god.
We got a WWE segment for that.
Oh god. Friday and Mondays. Y'all want to fake wrestle Friday and Mondays. Like, come on, man. And
Almost more skillful to not foul.
I'm watching Dante DiVincenzo call refs a bitch, but then let Luca do that, let Luca do that. Tech, you're out of there.
The refs need to change.
Favoritism. It's terrible, bro. They held us out of a whole win. The Pistons should have won. Like that foul, that three pointer, a three, like we'd have
Dude, that
won.
Bro, not only that, but or the game before, at the end of the game, at, I think it was Schroeder and Jalen Brunson jump on the floor for a loose ball, and another player jumps in. We get called
yep.
for a foul. Jalen Brunson's at the line. Like what? So he goes 1 for 1 at the line. We come down. Tobias Harris smacks a three. It would have been a tied ball game if they didn't call that weak ass foul. You're telling me you're calling a foul where guys are jumping on the ground, and it wasn't even like no one bumped bodies. They both landed on the ground separately. They went back to back and kind of arm wrestled for the ball. Like it really pissed me off because that was some cheap shit. Then the next week, like you're saying, bro, Tim Hardaway was clearly fouled. You can't even tell me it wasn't what do they be saying? Marginal contact.
Yeah,
You
he
can't
was
even
straight up.
what the fuck. And you could have called the foul for him in the landing space. Either one, the chest to chest or the land. Like, bro, just get the fuck out of here, bro. A lot of iffy shit going on. That shit made me so mad. Twice, 2 games in a row. Pissed. Yes.
We got to go game
You better,
seven,
you
bro.
better, hey, you better let my nigga Tim Hardaway come back to the stadium and get his free throws or something.
Now
Man,
we get game seven, bro.
man. Then, then these interviewers want to have the nerve to ask Josh Hart, "Did you foul him?" He said, "I did touch him. Was it illegal? I don't know." Shut your ass. We don't care. We don't care what you have to say, Josh Hart. You weak as hell. Only thing I only thing I want to see is referees fined on Twitter. That's what I want to see. Cause what the fuck? What?
Yep. Messing with people's
Oh God,
careers right
Players Association, y'all better get it together.
now. He is guilty. He is guilty.
So burnt toast. Stupid. Oh, that's bloody as hell. All right, but to get back on topic, the playoffs, like who's winning, who's losing. Joe, actually, real quick, you really think the Warriors could beat the Lakers or the Timberwolves?
Then
Was
we
it
go
or
where
was
it
this
comes.
before Jimmy got hurt?
It was before Jimmy got hurt. I said if
Okay,
he comes back though, and you never know. Curry go on one of those little runs where he drop 30 a game and just bust your ass all day. You feel me?
no,
So
okay.
and if
He on
Curry
four for
does
a
that, I
reason.
think if Curry does that, I think they can beat um what is called Minnesota. I don't know if they can beat LA though. Although LA is selling on the bag right now, so what do
Are
I
they
know?
though? Or the refs selling them?
A little bit of both. I mean, They're a good
I'm
team.
watching. I'm
Minnesota.
watching Luka and LeBron still drop like 20 and 40. So like
Yeah.
last game, last game in the first quarter, Bron and Luca had like I think it was like 45 of their like, or no, it was by halftime. They had 45 of their like 60 points or some shit. I was like, Jesus Christ, like they're out there shooting that motherfucker for real.
I think it was
Um,
close in the first quarter too. I think they had like no, maybe you're talking about the first half because they had like
they had like
15 and 19
19
early.
or some shit together before the
Mhm.
half or before the first quarter ended. But together, it was
Yeah.
like 20 or 19 or some shit.
Mhm. He's getting buckets for
Um,
sure.
do we really think Braun can come back from a 3-1 lead again? Like, I mean, obviously he's the only one to do it, like that we've seen in our lifetime in a really high stakes. So like, and he's done it multiple times throughout the first, second, and third round. So like, do we think he could come back? What do you think, Drake? Let me hear it. Let me hear it, Drake.
With Luca,
So what I'm hearing is like it's not LeBron and Luca we don't trust. It's the rest of the people on the Lakers we don't trust because we don't know who's going to be consistent or not. Yeah, Jackson Hayes is not it.
Bro, I'm telling you, that Mark Williams deal really fell through and fucked them over.
They didn't want him. They didn't want him.
They
He was
did.
injury prone. They did not want
He,
him. He was injury prone. That's why they sent him back.
speculation.
The Kawhi Leonard season. Oh God. Okay, okay. Gibby, got anything to say?
Yeah, I got either if LeBron can't do it, nobody can. So I don't know. It's just a momentum swing. Like I mean, like shit, Pistons, we'd be winning that bitch right now if it was up to me. But we have a fucking extreme
No.
momentum downslide right now. So like, I feel like the Lakers are kind of in that similar position where they gotta win one game at a time. So just takes one.
Okay, okay. Joe?
it's tough. It's tough. I think I think we're gonna need to see a different type of Lakers. You feel me? Like, I think I like how LeBron and Luca been like kind of sharing the ball and the possession and time of ball hand, like holding the ball in their hands and stuff. But I think you gotta give it to the greatest player in the world 70% of the time. Let the offense run through him. Him running the offense will open up Luca for those second option. But LeBron's done this before, like you guys have said. He's been doing this for so long. Luka's a great scorer. LeBron's a generational playmaker. Put the ball in his hands. Let him go 2018 crazy, and like Gibby said, one game at a time. He might do it. I think. I just want him to lock in that mode. You feel me? That mode. LeBron was dropping 25, 30 on your ass. You feel me? On an all right night. But giving his 2018 teammates 35 shots where they made 5, he had to carry their ass. You know what I'm saying? So if he gives his teammates 35 shots because he's playmaking his ass off, this team I feel like can make at least 15, 20 of them. You feel me? So I think he's got better. He's got a better team around him to do it now than he did before. Plus, you got Luca. Luca's already dragging 2, 3 people towards him. The space is there. Compared to 2018, who do you have? Derrick Rose last year. I don't know. Dwayne Wade before he retired.
Jordan Love,
What we
Tristan Thompson.
In 2018,
Jordan
Yeah.
Love, Tristan Thompson.
Evan
Like,
Love,
Jordan Love. I said Jordan.
No,
Kyrie,
Yeah.
Kevin Love
J,
left.
Jr. You know what I'm saying?
Kyrie
Ryan
Jr.
Shumpert.
was not there.
Yeah, that's when they won the ring.
In 2016, LeBron James, the one that won the championship. You talking about that one?
2018.
2018.
2018. I said that.
He
Now
won a
I'm
ring
gonna
in
have to look.
2018. I thought he won a ring in
No,
2020.
yes, with the Lakers.
So what do you mean by 2018? Is
I'm
that
about
the
to read
best
it to
version
you.
of Bron to you?
In the playoffs, yes.
Did he win that year?
No,
If you say no, then it's not the best version.
bro. You guys, do you want me to put a little highlight clip on? Like, do
Why
you
wouldn't
not
you say like
remember?
2016 Bron
Bro,
that put up 28 and
Bronto,
8 in the finals and came back 3-1 like he's like in this
no,
situation?
because the 2018 LeBronto, when he had to carry their ass, he was coming down that bitch like this.
I know this nigga
Uh-oh.
ain't talking about no
Uh-oh.
first round or second
Uh-oh.
round game.
All right, this left hand float game, fading away over the backboard, swoosh, turn around, swoosh. There was no stopping
It,
him.
it was not a
You not know?
turnaround. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, bro. He went
It's,
crazy that whole
it's about the
playoffs.
right-handed floater on the left side to win the game. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
He did that like 3 times in a row. And then yes, the last one
But
was the craziest one. Off the
but
glass.
again, but again,
That whole
2016
playoffs.
Bron is better than that Bron.
Because
No,
he didn't let it
no.
get to that point where he had to make those shots.
He he won a ring that year. That's one of his best years in his career. Came back 3-1. Like he's gonna do this. Like, come on, man.
No, bro. If you put 2016 Cleveland, right? That
I'm listening.
roster with how 2018 LeBron was playing in the playoffs, they would have beat fucking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green in the playoffs or in the finals. But he didn't have that. He had J.R. Smith, his right
He,
hand man.
he,
That was it.
are you okay?
I am
You
okay.
just you just told me this Lakers roster, if they were on the Cavs in 2018, they would beat
No, not
the
this Lakers.
Warriors.
I said the 2016 Cavs. If you give me that roster and you put that roster with the 2018 LeBron, the
That
2016
roster
Cavs
isn't
with
much
2018
different,
LeBron.
Joe.
What?
Faded.
That roster isn't
What?
much different. All you
One
lose is
season.
Dellavedova and
No.
Shumpert.
2016.
They don't have
Thompson wasn't
Kyrie
on
on
that squad.
2018.
That's 3 niggas. Okay, Tristan Thompson wasn't on that squad.
Can I read you the squad?
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening, gang. I'm listening.
All right. We had Jose Calderon, Jordan Clarkson, Jay Crowder, Channing Frye, Jeff Green, George Hill.
Who?
Who? Right.
Whoa, Jeff Green.
Rodney
Don't who Jeff
Hood.
Green. That's Unk right there.
Rodney
Don't do
Hood.
that. That's
Where
one
the
of the
fuck is
Unks.
he now? Man, come on, Unk. Get the fuck out of
He's
here.
still in Phoenix,
You
not
had
playing.
John Holland, Kyle Krover in his 30th year. Larry Nance Jr., Sadi Osman. It says Kendrick Perkins, but that gotta be an error. Someone
No, he
lying.
played that year. He played
He
that
did?
year. He just didn't play at all. He just sat the bench.
Derrick
Remember him and
Rose?
Curry got into it in the playoffs?
No, not really.
I remember that. See, I'm telling you, I remember 2018. Trust. I do remember that.
This
Yes.
team was
But
trash, Trey.
I'm gonna be honest, most of the teams that LeBron James has been on are trash, Joe.
Oh my, most? Please, Trey. Miami, Cleveland is first
Okay, 4 years. That's one good team. That's one good team he's been on.
Miami,
They
Cleveland,
had the
Lakers.
same niggas for
You can
4
say
years.
Lakers times 2 now.
He's been on 3
Can't say
teams.
Lakers times 2 because they haven't won nothing yet. Don't do that. Just they gotta win, bro. To be a rememberable squad, you gotta win. Does anybody talk about 2016 Kevin Durant on the fucking OKC? No, you don't. You don't. You don't.
I do.
Do you talk about Gerald Green on the Suns? No, you don't. Who the you're like, who is that? Stop. Like,
You talk about James
stop.
Harden on the
Stop.
Rockets.
Do they talk about well,
If you don't talk about it like LeBron, you don't be glazing
do they
like
talk
LeBron.
about do they talk about Lob City? Do they talk about Lob City anymore?
They do,
No.
bro.
No,
You
they
be
don't.
what? You be acting like they don't talk about history, gang. Listen,
Do niggas talk about the
listen.
2015 Pistons? No. Do niggas talk about goddamn 2004 anymore? No, they don't. Oh, yes, they do, because they won. Because they won. Winning matters in a squad like that.
Oh my.
My point is to be a squad that's rememberable, that people. So you didn't hear my statement. All I'm saying is they didn't win yet. They said they didn't win yet. I'm saying to be a squad, all-time squad, to be remembered by, right? You have to win. You have to win to be talked about for the rest of this damn career. The goddamn bad boy Pistons gonna be talked about forever. You know what I'm saying? The Showtime Lakers gonna be talked about forever. Kobe's
Right.
Lakers gonna be talked about forever because they won.
What does that have to do with the 2018 LeBron playing?
He didn't win shit. That's why we don't remember. That's why niggas don't remember the roster. That's why niggas don't talk
watch
about
basketball
2018
then.
LeBron.
You don't love basketball then. I don't know what your problem is, but
Now it's just I don't know basketball.
Well, I think
We
you
talking
sound
about the fact that don't nobody and their mama talk about 2018 LeBron James.
but you still know about it though.
Legacy.
Because I know ball. Exactly.
So
Joe just doesn't know what legacy means at the end of the day.
huh?
Gibby.
You don't know what
You prime
legacy
example.
means.
Somebody who knows about legacy of basketball but
You
doesn't
don't,
watch it every day.
you don't
Do
understand.
you know about 2018 LeBron James?
I'm just saying I don't understand how you can compare a team who won a championship to the same team who didn't win a championship. It's like comparing the Miami Heat to the year they won.
No. It's not a comparison.
There's another
I'm
year
trying
that
to
they won.
explain to you. I'm trying to explain to them, to the world, that
Same thing.
nobody will fucking remember 2018 LeBron because he
It's the same
didn't
thing.
win.
It's the same thing.
Yes, they will. There's a whole
The comparison,
documentary
no,
about
listen,
LeBron
It's
listen,
stuff where
no,
they
not.
talk about it.
no, stop.
Yes, there
The
is.
comparison is there. No, the comparison of what I'm saying is like why he won and why he didn't win is the reason why you're not going to remember the squad.
Thank
He
you.
didn't win the
Right, right,
he didn't
right.
win the championship in the
I bet.
2018. I don't remember any of the
Austin.
players in the 2018, but I could list off the 2016 players because I fucking saw them win.
That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Exactly. Yes, Gib. Thank you. Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Bro, that was still
Heroes,
terrible.
heroes will be remembered,
I
but
don't care.
What
It
was
legends
was
never.
terrible
terrible.
about
It's
it?
still terrible.
You brought up a nigga
It's
nobody
terrible.
Heroes will be
remembers.
remembered. Legends never die. So I'm going to say heroes will be remembered, but legends never die.
Anyways, we need 2018 LeBron on this year's Lakers if they want to come back in the series.
We need a forgettable LeBron.
It's not forgettable.
I think we
It's
need to
really a
forget
fate.
LeBron ever existed.
Yeah, I don't even know what that nigga averaged in that series. Gotta look it up to remember. That's how unrememberable that shit is. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
We should take a vote, put a poll or do a Facebook post. See who remembers, who doesn't. Yeah.
We'll do that.
I don't know
We'll
if we
do
want to
that.
do that. All right.
We'll do it. No, we'll do it. We'll do it because you're requested. We'll do it.
Back on the 2025 playoffs though. The Pacers are up 3-1. How do we feel about that series?
Done and dusted. Next map.
Yeah, didn't Trey have Milwaukee though? Yeah, you did. I remember
I'll say
because
that with pride. Fuck yeah, I did. Fuck yeah, I
you and
did.
Jay
Yeah.
were debating. You said Tyrese. Ooh.
Okay, I didn't say all that. I didn't say all that. See, that's
Oh
crazy.
my bad. My bad.
I'm a
I thought
Tyrese
that's it.
Halliburton fan. That's 6'5" Chris Paul. What are we talking about? Don't do all that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that was quick. All right. The Knicks are up 3-1. Or do we want to talk about Boston?
We'll talk about Boston.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. I need you to bring that back in. Bottle that back in, Gangy, because that nigga let it out quick as hell too. Boston is up 3-1. How do we feel? I feel like that series should have been over, but it's cool. Type shit, Joe.
1,000 degrees. Done.
Honestly, I was surprised Orlando even got a dub.
For real.
I know they're a good team. They got a lot of good, interesting pieces, but the Celtics can shoot that thing. Good team ball,
Magic pulled one out of the hat.
literally. How magical.
Um, Clippers Nuggets are tied.
Ooh, that's gonna be good. I,
In my
I don't know.
opinion, this this is the best series to watch besides the Pistons. In my
Yes.
opinion,
Yes.
it's so fun because they're not get like being like aggressive on fouls. They're like actually just going at each other, playing good defense, shooting
And
that
then
bitch.
you're so competitive.
But
Who the
is
Nuggets playing?
huh? Playing Clippers,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, the Clippers. Yeah, that's right.
Bink, bink, bink.
Now the Pistons are down 3-1.
Should be 2-2,
Not
man.
looking.
Nah, it
We've
should be
gotten
I
held
should
in
be
2 games now.
should
Should
be
be
should be
3-1
3-1
us.
up. Yeah.
I
For
would say
real.
at least 2-2 because the game three could have went to overtime. We still could have lost. Well,
Yeah.
game four though, yeah, we should have won that game.
Doing
Should
what
have
we
been
can. It just feels like every clutch opportunity, bro. We're just getting the short end of the stick. It sucks. I don't know how to describe it. Like
You know what
almost
I
like
think we're
helpless,
missing?
bro. Like I don't know, dude. Like they can't influence anything. It just happens, bro. Like and there's like nothing we can do about it. The refs are just stupid, bro. Like and then that
We
OT
need
shit. It's I don't know. I feel
we
like
need beef
though, I
stew.
feel like we have been playing really good playoff ball, especially against the Knicks. Like we've actually been like, bro, we had an insane deficit. I think was it game three? Well, we were down like 20 points. We came back. Like, bro, we were hooping. Like that's like grit and determination y'all need in a playoff, and I'm actually happy to see that Detroit's like persevering and pushing it through. And like we're not out yet, so keep one game at a time.
As Cap says, the fat lady isn't singing yet.
Mm. Joe's mom ain't singing yet. That's right.
I got a
Mm.
good spill though. You know what? We're really kicking ourselves in the foot on it or in the ass because we're turning the ball over a lot. We are turning the ball over a lot.
So we're kicking us. We're really kicking ourselves in the feet.
Okay, damn, bro. But for
Yo, you
real, man.
funny as hell, bro.
'Cause
You are funny as
I
hell.
was gonna say we were shooting ourselves in the foot, but that was not PG for our audience. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, we're kicking ourselves in the ass. Either
But
way,
no, you're right. There was a huge turnover in the fourth quarter, like with like 2 or like a minute left or something like that.
um,
But I seen K turn that bitch over and they going down there and scored. But Cat hitting that step back three just really pissed me off. I'm not even gonna lie. Watching that made me so angry because we was playing great defense, great defense. All of a sudden, bro just wants to shove and step back. I'm like,
um,
that better not go in. And that I turned that bitch
but
off
look,
right away. I was like, nope. Then I turned it back on. But
I mean, you gotta expect Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns are gonna do their thing. The one thing, I mean, Jalen Brunson for sure. I think Karl Anthony Towns is a bit inconsistent as far as when he's in it, you know what I'm saying, and his mental's in the right spot, he can be the best of them, you know. But when he's not in it and he's struggling, not necessarily with his talent, but he's getting pushed around or he misses a couple shots, that's when he starts to really his effort, his demeanor kind of changes.
mhm.
He gets to crying a lot. I call him a crybaby a little bit. Um,
The New York
and
Floppers.
you know who I think can really influence that? Beef Stew. We need him back so bad, bro. He would body
No.
the fuck out of him, beat him up a little bit. You also have Duran still, you know. And he's just a fucking menace around the rim. He blocking shots, finishing, rebounding, like he would be a big energy guy for us. Although I do have to say that Paul Reed dude coming in and playing phenomenal ball, hustling, really working for us. I really appreciate his effort coming in like this, being ready in the NBA playoffs, man. The last thing I would say, and I think that will could alter the rest of the series for us, is we need Malik or Tim Hardaway Jr. One of the two each game to have a phenomenal game. You both don't need to shoot great, but it's like they're both shooting mediocre right now. We don't need that shit. We need y'all to get hot like we've seen y'all doing all
20
year
to
long.
25 points a game, bro.
Huh?
I said like 20 to 25 points a game, bro. We need that.
Yeah, yeah, at least one of you. One of y'all have an off game, the other one need to step it up. Something, bro. Because we need some consistent knockdown shooters on the
Well, Cade
outside.
needs help. I mean, I can't lie. Cade needs a little help.
Yeah.
Like, we've been playing good, but like this, like, I don't know. We have like these comeback moments where we need to fight for possession of the ball, and we don't want to do that. We need to have the Knicks playing our pace.
Hmm.
Mhm.
They need to start
Um,
shooting overs.
Super big shout out to Tobias Harris for bringing a lot of energy this series from the bench on the court. Literally even the memes I'm seeing, I'm like, dude is hyped. He is in this game. Like
Hmm.
he is really out there just screaming, trying to make everybody communicate. He's being a really good leader. And I'm gonna be honest, I was hating a lot at the beginning of the season because I'm not a fan of bro. But seeing him in a Pistons jersey again and seeing what he's done for us this season, it's been big. It's been big. So shout out Paolo for real because since he's been in the league, he has had all star material, like all star potential, but he knuckleheaded as hell sometimes, so he just hasn't reached that. You know what I'm saying? Like but even as a third option, he's knuckleheaded sometimes. He be taking crazy. Like again, this is from watching him as a Sixer before the pit. Like not this season. I'll take every like this season. He's been playing phenomenal. Been watching him shoot the ball well, play great defense. You know what I'm saying? But this is past Tobias Harris. I've been watching him kind of be a knucklehead on the Sixers, a knucklehead on every other team he played for, except for the Magic because he was a rookie. You feel me? Like he just kind of been out there taking crazy shots. He's really coming to his game, is what I'm trying to say now. Like he's really showing out that he's a good veteran and that he can do his job well now. Oh, and as a Clippers fan, I was not a fan. I was not a fan. So I don't fuck with KCP. I don't fuck with KCP. That's my motherfucking dog. I love to watch that dude, bro. Sniper. Fair enough. Um, that's it for my NBA talk. Do we want to talk about some of the league characters, some rivals, or do you want me to talk about the Thunderbolts? That's
Two Thunderbolts.
bet on Friday. Yep. Shit, who knows if it'll be in theaters by then?
That's what I was about to say. Well, I'm watching that. Sorry, y'all can get fucked. I'm watching it. Y'all can get fucked.
Um. I want everybody's opinion. Do we feel like this movie has a high expectation or a low expectation? Like, what do we feel? And do we feel like this movie's gonna sell out or it's not gonna do so hot? Dre, let me hear you first. Okay. Okay. Gib.
Hate to burst your bubble, Dre, but it's breaking numbers, brother. It's gonna reach box office numbers. Not as crazy as Endgame, but it's gonna come. It's gonna come pretty high. Not like
You feel like it'll do Deadpool good?
no, maybe like 750 box office first couple of
Ooh,
weekends.
okay.
Like it, you got to think this is like the first big movie we've had in a long time from Marvel. Multiverse of Madness was really the last big one that we've gotten. That one was like what 2.5 years ago for
That
the
movie was
MCU.
garbage.
It was trash, and now people are expecting a lot better. We saw Deadpool, we saw what they were capable of with the multiverse stuff. Now I think expectations are really raised to see what they can do with the Thunderbolts and how it's gonna tie into Doomsday. We'll talk about that later too. So, me personally, I'm really excited to see my boy Bucky. I'm really excited to see my boy. Some people don't like him. I kind of like the new Captain America.
You talking
What's
about
his name?
John Walker?
Walker. Thank you. I'm kind of excited to see
Trash
how
ass.
he
Trash ass.
he's
Boy.
back. Be a little bit more of the what would you call it? If an egomaniac gets a superpower. That's kind of what he's like. He ain't got that crazy of an ego, but he's got that like, I'm better than everyone else type motive because
He's
I cheat. So
he's a fucking psycho.
he is, bro. He's a crazy motherfucker. And then to see Valentina, I know she's pretty big in the comics for like recruiting the Dark Justice League or Justice League, the Dark Avengers, excuse me. And I feel like that's gonna be maybe something more towards the end of the movie where we see like an end credit scene, um, that or just like a whole new variant of her comes into the portal and be like, hey, I can offer you something better. Yeah, so we'll see where that heads. But overall, I'm expecting this movie to do big things.
Okay, okay. Joe, any thoughts?
Yeah. Um. Honestly, I don't think the expectations for like the overall people are too high, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's actually a good thing. I think it's more of just everyone's excited to see the next big thing, um, which is keeping the expectations kind of low. When it's a movie like Deadpool, everyone's expectations get really big because it's Deadpool. We know what that he's about. We know that character line. Like we've seen movies with Deadpool before. With this, it's like, yes, we've seen some characters. We're gonna see a lot of new faces, but this is opening up a whole new can of worms. So, yeah, I'm in the kind of same ballpark as Dre. I'm excited as soon as I walk in the door to watch it.
Okay, okay.
I do
Um,
think it'll be.
huh?
I do think it'll be good.
Oh, for sure. The movie's gonna be great, regardless of what the expectations, what people think on Twitter, and the movie's gonna be great. All right, to put Bucky with a bunch of random super soldiers and a couple smart tech ass motherfuckers, like it's gonna be funny. It's literally nothing but funny motherfuckers in this whole cast. So I'm excited for the laughs. Um, I definitely think this movie has low expectations because like Joe said, nobody really knows who the Thunderbolts are unless you're a comic person. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a team not many people have heard of. So, but I do think, like you said, Gib, this movie will do numbers because people are gonna be like, it's a Marvel movie. I'm gonna go see it regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, so people are gonna go, and I think this movie will definitely hit above its whatever it's called the budget was for the movie. It'll definitely go over by like 200 to 250, like you said. Go ahead, Gib.
Real quick, the reason I said that it's gonna do big numbers is because like it's not also like a hype thing. Like what you're saying is like people are gonna go see the movie, but what are they gonna do right after? They're gonna tweet on their phone. They're gonna text, but yo, go watch this movie. They're gonna tell people, and people are gonna go watch it. Boom. grab 5, 6 people off of one person going to watch a movie. So, over that next weekend, we're really going to see more people coming in and taking the time to watch the movie and then even like rekindle their love with Marvel. Because I feel like a lot of Marvel fans are like gone. To be honest with you, I feel like we lost a lot. So maybe we'll get a good movie and we'll get a lot of like fans back to watching the show because Disney Plus did what? They do Echo, Daredevil, um,
What
There,
if?
What If, and
There's a
X
bunch.
Men. They did like a
Falcon
few,
and
but
the
they
Winter Soldier.
Falcon Winter Soldier, Captain America, and one other big movie besides Multiverse of Madness. What was it? What was it?
Wanda.
Oh, the for movies,
Yes. Well, I'm just talking about all like from
Disney.
end to now timeline. We have like Loki. We didn't have that many like
Shang
big
Chi.
Shang-Chi. Thank you.
If you ain't
Other
seen
than
that, please go. Please watch that. Or when y'all come up, we gotta watch that because that movie is top tier.
other than Shang-Chi, bro, all these other movies that they came out with are booties. So I think it's only up from here. So
Yeah, Thor was buns.
Thor was
Thor was bad.
cheese.
Um, for my next question, do we feel like this movie is gonna connect to like the later on movies like the Fantastic Four, Spider Man's, Doomsday, Secret Wars, stuff like that? Uh, Give
Yeah, I'm all for the multiverse, bro. Like that's Secret Wars is gonna like really, hone in on stuff like that, and even Doomsday with the Fantastic Four, um, maybe coming to the universe because in the one comic where Galactus is, there was an incursion on two planets where that's where two universes collide. Galactus was about to eat them, and we see in the trailer of the Fantastic Four, we kind of see their spaceship going towards what looks to be a dying planet or already getting ready to be exploding planet when they collide, when the parallel Earths collide. So, um, now me personally, I want them to because there's no reason they did Loki and made him be the god of stories.
stories.
Uh,
Hmm.
not gonna do anything with them. So, they better do some multiverse stuff.
Okay, okay. In my opinion, these movies probably will connect because I've seen the casting for Doomsday. So you know what I'm saying. I mean, Marvel be lying to us, so that could be fake, and most of those characters could not show up. But I've seen the cast, and the Thunderbolts are all on that list to come back for Doomsday. So I definitely think my boy Cap will probably show up in this movie to recruit them for an end credit scene. That's
What year cat?
that's again a theory though. I could be totally wrong. Like we could go watch this movie and this movie could connect to nothing and be its own little squad of people who in their MCU do their own thing. Like
If it's a little
it's totally
Suicide, if it's like a Suicide Squad movie, I'm not gonna be happy. I can't lie to you. That'd be a big
uh,
letdown.
to a point I agree with you.
Well,
Um
I think it'd be kind of a good thing, even if it's like both multiverse, like which it is, but like two different storylines going at the same time. Like and they could work on those two storylines at the same time. I think it'd be cool. Like they tell us two different stories, and
so
then maybe
after
maybe don't know. Oh my bad.
no, you're good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I would say like maybe down the road they team up or they collide pass or something. But
I think after Secret Wars, after like the big Marvel movie, we're gonna get a little like reset on the Marvel universe, and they're gonna like start recasting the OG Avengers, and we're gonna get the X Men and Fantastic Four all in one universe, and like how you said, where all their stories are gonna just go, and then something big will happen to bring them together in the end, like
mhm,
because honestly, there's no other way besides like resetting the universe to like really do that. You feel me? With the multiverse being a thing right now.
all right.
Because with the multiverse coming to an end, everything's colliding, everything's ending, everything's exploding. Universes are clashing. Earths are fucking coming together and shit. Like niggas don't know what's going on. So like, be ready that we're gonna see a lot of OG actors. I bet, and then I bet you we're gonna watch a lot of them die, which is gonna be really like sad, but like it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit different in that movie theater. So um, they did release a photo of Doom's chair of Robert Downey Jr.'s Victor Von Doom chair, and I did see it was in the X Mansion. So we will see the X Men in their OG costumes. That'll be dope. That'll be dope. At some point, we'll see them. I don't know when. Could be Doomsday. Could be Secret Wars. Who knows?
Definitely excited for that.
Hmm. See, I'm excited. Very excited. So that's it for my little section. Unless is there anything y'all want to talk about? Is there anybody y'all want to see coming up in these new like movies? Any old actors that y'all mess with? The old Spider-Man, Blade, like go ahead, Gibby.
Ghost Rider, please and thank you.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
So Nicolas Cage was caught in London where they're filming Doomsday. So
That and
good.
I
So
said
Ghost
last week
Rider.
Moon Knight. Last week I said Moon Knight, and I still want Moon Knight to come back. Unfortunately, he's not going to play a role until like after Secret War. So
Oscar Isaacs was also in London.
what?
Who?
Oscar
Ninja
Isaac,
War.
who plays Moon Knight, he was also spotted in London. Who
Oh,
is
fat.
also rumored to come back as Apocalypse too.
But isn't he British?
Yes, he is British, but
Okay. Okay.
he
Just
films
because.
most of his movies in the U.S. So for him to be in London while they're filming Doomsday is just weird. You know what I'm saying? Like it because they were all clubbing. Pim, Pedro Pascal, homegirl who plays Valkyrie. Like they were all clubbing together. Shang Chi. What the hell is you clubbing with a bunch of Marvel heroes for? Like y'all just randomly clubbing and shit. Like it's a little
No, that's
weird.
after. That's after work convention right there.
Exactly. They went straight to the club. Pedro was in that bitch lit. What? Come on, man. So be ready. Doomsday gonna be lit, but now we're gonna move on to some Marvel rivals. Do you want me to talk about the characters, or Gib? Do you want to?
Go for it, Trey. Go for it.
Bet. So some of the lead characters recently, I seen Jean Grey. How do y'all feel about Jean Grey? Do y'all know who she is? Like,
Hmm.
Man, it's the
what
Phoenix
she
Force.
does? She's a telepath, Phoenix Force user. From
I
the
think.
X Men. She's
Yeah.
Cyclops' girlfriend. The dude who does the X-ray, the X fucking thing right
Hmm.
here.
To
Yeah.
me, my X Men.
That. So she's probably gonna be a healer, because a lot of her powers are telepathic based. So she'll heal people. Like, what's going on here?
All I gotta say is they better not put Charles Xavier in the game now too.
They will. They will.
Now we got three people with psionic brain powers, but we're leaving the one who's got the hardest and strongest ones out for last, bro. That makes no sense. What are we doing?
It's all skin based. Gotta remember that's free game.
bro. I understand that, but no one's gonna want to play Professor X in a wheelchair, bro.
He won't. He'll be standing. He'll be in his
How
Krakoa outfit.
you gonna play him standing?
Huh?
If you want to play him standing, he better be in his damn wheelchair.
He won't be. He'll be standing. What are you talking about? You know, there's
So like,
like he stands now. You know that, right? You know this nigga's weight like his legs work now in like the new
yeah, I know,
comics.
but
Like he's
new
fine.
body. You got a new body, but like, she, that's lame as hell. I'm gonna see
Oh, fucking
flying,
Hardy would be the programming nigga in a wheelchair, getting
basically
around in
like
that
Mo,
bitch.
he flying around like, hold on.
Um, next, we're gonna move on to this person. His name is Alexa Elixir. Can't fucking speak. Elixir. So basically, it'll be another support. Elixir's powers are based off of healing. He can like drain your life force out of you or give life force to you. So I'm gonna assume he'll have life draining. Alexa, shut the fuck up. Sorry. She'll have life draining powers and shit. You know what I'm saying? She'll be able to gift other people's power or life to you, probably all types of crazy shit. He's weird, bro. It's like there's girl versions and the boy version. It's weird. We got. Do y'all know who Forge is? Forge is one of the Black X-Men. He is from the future. He can like manipulate. I don't know if it's like matter per se, but he can manipulate things and like make items, blast things. He can absorb energy and blast it back out. So he'll probably be like a tank. He's pretty dope. He's huge. He's fucking jacked in the comics. So let's see. Is there anybody else that's really like cool? Oh, Armor, bro. So Armor is like she's like this super big girl. Really, she's small, but like she can make this armor around her skin, so she's impenetrable. She can't be shot. She can't be hurt while she's in this like armor mode. It's kind of dope. It's kind of like a ghost form in a way. Ooh, we lost Gib. But yeah, like those are kind of the characters. They're dope. I personally had to do some research when I seen them myself a little bit to see who's who. Excited for the game to take off. How do y'all feel about the game and the lead characters?
It's not who we want. Next. Right.
It won't be. No, 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 no. Anything leaked is like 3 or 4 updates behind, or like after. So, like we seen Blade in season 0, and he's about to come out next season
You
or
think
this
so?
halfway through this season. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. We might not.
My
They
bad,
might
y'all.
just
Phone
they might
died.
keep him in prison.
Like you good? What are we at? 10? What are we at? Hour and like, or 2 hours and like. Damn, I think we
So
talked
we
about
good.
everything. Do it. We feel good.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
yeah. Shit, sorry, I missed that last.
All right, y'all boys. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week for episode 14. We're out of here.